Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft Mabeanie Season 2. We finished the cow mansion, cow hotel. And guess we're just gonna do a little bit of cheeky farming. I was talking about doing therapy a while back, and that ran out, so... But I think it was okay because, we wanted to try and extend the number of sessions, but apparently I needed to push with my work for it. Which wasn't going to be an issue, but then I thought, do I really need to do this? Can I be bothered? Is this going to be a real thing for me to worry about? Oh, come on. Up you come. Alright, you suck. That's the short answer of everything that's going on with you. Is the suckage is intense. So, yeah. I don't know if I get that angry anymore, is the big thing for me. Enough water's gone under the bridge, and I don't really deal with the things that I was dealing with before as often anymore. So we've dealt with some big stuff, and that helped things a lot, and now it's just a time thing. I just need to move forward and enjoy my life, be a man. Yeah, so that's gonna be good. I watch a lot of dating videos, which is why I mentioned the Dadvocate, and that's because she does videos talking about dating. And I've never been on a date, I've never had a girlfriend or anything like that, so, but I just think it's interesting, because, but it's also like America, so, America's got a different culture to other parts of the West, so you don't really know what's going on unless you're in the middle of it, but everybody's got different experiences of what's going on, and it's all very unique, like, we say crazy attracts crazy. So if you say if a guy's meeting lots of girls and all these girls are crazy, well, maybe he's crazy too. People can have standards for who they want to date, but if you want to actually meet someone and get into a relationship with someone, you do have to meet them somewhere in the middle. You can't just be expecting them to give you the world because you think you deserve the world. And I've been thinking, what would I want in a wife? And because I want to get married, and I think, what's the thing? They say, I don't really care about like the religion side of things. I just think it's right to get married and have kids, because I think that the mother of your children should be your wife. Because otherwise, what else are you going to call her? You can call her the baby mama, but that's such a derogatory name. I don't think it's a respectful name. A wife is a reputable role, unless you're a crazy ex-wife. I don't really I don't know any girls that go out partying a lot, and I don't know any girls that hook up with guys, or go on lots of dates. So I don't know what that's like in my own community. So, I mean, that's something that I could talk to some people that I don't know very well and hear what they have to say. It could be an interesting conversation. And, I could also just go to a bar and talk to random girls about what they think of what's going on in dating and stuff like that. But, yeah. Yeah, could have interesting conversations, and it'd be an interesting experience for me. Like, if someone gives me trouble, if a girl gives me trouble, then I'll just be like, alright, that's the end of that, see ya. But what I want in a life, like, I want to get married and I want to have kids. I've always wanted to have kids ever since I was a kid, and I think that's probably the best thing you can do with your life is help someone grow up and become a better person. How many times do you get the opportunity to do that in your life? you do have to go and put all that work in to have that happen. Like meeting someone who wants to have kids as well, and or wants to. I mean, the act of making a baby is obviously the fun bit that everybody likes to do, but they don't like to have the baby if they don't have to. But that's sort of the fascinating thing about sex, is that it is what you do to make a baby, and it's people enjoy it, and people would like to enjoy it without having the girl be pregnant. So we have drugs that people can take to stop a baby being made, and medical procedures that people can undergo. Like a man will get a vasectomy, and a woman could get her tubes tied, so that it is impossible for a baby to be conceived, or highly unlikely. So, yeah, interesting. The biggest thing for me is actually is sort of like we talk about the husband and the wife serve each other. The biggest thing I think about, rather than talk to anyone about, is because I get sick sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed and go make my own food. I'd rather have someone do that for me, and I would do that for someone else if they were unwell. And the problem is, like, you don't always have the chance to do that. Being there for one another and actually looking after one another, I think, is the biggest thing that you could do. And something that I would do for my wife is I would look after her car, and I would look after, pick her up when she goes out, and she can pick me up when I go out, which isn't all that often. And just like doing things for one another, just nice things that make life easier. I think that's just sort of the main thing. Like who would cook? I don't really care too much about whether the man cooks or the woman cooks. I think it's good that everyone can do a bit of cooking. Then not everybody has to. Sometimes in some relationships, one person does it because they like to do it, or they think the other person sucks that bad at cooking that they might as well do it. But I think that you don't have to have these very specific gender roles. Like I watch Andrew Wilson and his wife Rachel Wilson. She does all the cooking and all the cleaning, and he doesn't do any of that. But he brings in all the money, and he'll do like yard work and things like that, the man work. But as a man, or at least as the kind of man that I am, I actually enjoy doing a bit of yard work and enjoy working on the cars and stuff like that. That's I like doing the mechanical stuff. That's actually enjoyable for me. I don't like cleaning. I don't like cooking, really. I just do it because I have to. I have my way of cooking, which is very simplistic and allows me to get things done in a as good a way as possible. I guess this episode could be called Mabeanie Wants a Wife. Like Farmer Wants a Wife, except it's me. But the thing is, like, I'm not a particularly fit man these days because I had long COVID, but I also don't have very many days off. If I can't help it, I'm very. When I was in good health, I would only have 1 or 2 days off, and it was only because I was sick. These days I work so hard, I'd much rather have actual days off, have like an extended Christmas break, because it would just be easier, and then I'd be able to spend some time working on videos and preparing for the year, and not feeling like I have to do so much, because the Christmas break is pretty hectic. There's you have a few days off, but the rest of the time you're just preparing for Christmas, and then you got New Year's, and it can be a little bit quiet, but it's not as quiet as I might like. And you want to have mates over and do things, which I do on the weekend anyway. So it's not that big an issue. It seems like this time of year, like from April onwards, my health isn't great, so I need to sort of organise my social life around like a really busy summer period. and then a not so busy winter period, so that I don't go catching illnesses everywhere I go and just sort of be a bit quiet. We do have a traditional holiday in winter, in June, where I did actually end up getting sick afterwards, because I think it's just because of the cold months, because once illnesses start kicking around, people get sick easy, and then some people aren't feeling well, and they go out because they're like, oh, I don't want to miss out, I don't want to disappoint anyone, and then they make other people sick. And those of us like me who have not necessarily a very good immune system, not one that bounces back very easily, we end up bearing the brunt of it. Oh, I just got attacked by a witch. I don't know what that is. Slowness. Oh, potion of slowness. Alright, that's fine. That's the end of Mabeanie Wants a Wife. I've did all that farming. You'll love it. We just need to light this place up a bit more. But it is turning into a little wonderland. I would go up there, but it lags the freaking game. So, yeah, that's the end of the episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.